Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to being well-informed, maybe with a few surprising facts and hopefully enough humor to keep you listening.
hmm
Today we're diving into Vex King's book, Good Vibes, Good Life.
Great book.
Yeah, and it's not just about, feeling good in a vague way. King really digs into how self-love is this practical, actual key.
Right.
A key to manifesting a better reality and living with, well, real purpose. And the author's own story, his journey to these ideas, is pretty incredible, too.
It really is. And he hits this paradox, doesn't he? How can self-love, which kind of sounds like just accepting things as they are, also be the thing that drives change?
Exactly. How does it fuel manifesting your goals?
Yeah. So our deep dive today is really about uncovering that missing piece King found. It's definitely not about just sitting back passively. It's active.
Okay, so let's kick things off with King's own story because it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
His childhood was really challenging. Started out living in a shelter,
Wow.
and he talks about these really vivid emotional memories from when he was super young, like 4 years old.
It's just four.
Yeah, seeing blood on the stairs, glass on the floor after some violence, hearing screams at night, just awful stuff.
God, that's heavy.
And he remembers the fear in his mom's eyes, feeling like nobody cared, like it was just them against the world.
That feeling of isolation.
Totally. And it wasn't just the events, it was how he felt. He remembered those emotions so clearly.
That emotional memory is powerful.
Definitely. So as he got older, late teens, this stuff really weighed on him.
Understandably.
He actually wished the memories would just vanish. Felt embarrassed, uncomfortable in his own skin, sometimes even angry at the world.
Like wanting to lash out.
Yeah. But later, and this is key, he started to see those painful memories differently.
Ah, as lessons.
Exactly. He embraced them, saw the value, the lessons in each one.
You know, what's fascinating there is how those really tough early years became the catalyst for his whole exploration of well-being.
Right.
It connects to that universal thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Pain and growth. He reframes challenges not just as hurdles, but as chances to find your power.
To grow into your best self.
Precisely.
Oh.
Opportunities for self-discovery.
So then, as a young adult, he finds the secret.
The law of attraction phase.
Yeah, that whole idea of what you think about, you bring about, focus on the positive.
A power of thought.
So he puts it to the test. He really focuses hard on manifesting like 500 pounds for a holiday.
Did it work?
Get this, a week later, a letter from the tax office about a rebate. And soon after, a check for 800 pounds.
Wow. 800 pounds, not 500 pounds.
Exactly. So he was sold. He became a real believer in the law of attraction.
What? There's always a but, isn't there?
Always.
He found something was missing, right? With just relying on the law of attraction.
Totally. Because it's great to think positive, but it's incredibly hard to do that all the time.
Especially when life throws curveballs.
Exactly. He had this terrible experience with a university group project. Huge part of his grade.
Oh no. Group projects can be the worst.
It just fell apart. Messy, people divided, loads of anger. He ended up blaming his mom, feeling totally worthless.
Oof. That's a low point.
Yeah, he really started to believe that, great things just weren't for him.
So that showed him positive thinking alone wasn't like the whole answer. It
Yeah.
couldn't sustain him through that kind of thing.
Right. And that's what led him to refine his idea of self-love. It's not just a fuzzy feeling.
No, it's more active. He realized it's this balance, this kind of paradox.
How does he define it then, that active part?
Well, it's about accepting yourself completely, right here, right now, flaws and everything, and at the same time, knowing deep down that you deserve better and you can achieve better.
Ah, so it's acceptance plus aspiration.
Exactly. And then taking action towards that better state. It's having your own best interests at heart, like you would for someone you deeply love.
That's such an important point. Because self-love can sound like just being okay with mediocrity.
Right, it can sound passive, but he's saying hold both. I accept myself now, and I am worthy of and moving towards more.
Okay, makes sense.
And that brings us to what he calls the missing piece,
Which is,
the law of vibration.
okay, law of vibration. Sounds interesting.
The core idea is pretty simple. The universe responds to your vibration. It will return whatever energy you put out.
So it's about your energy state, not just your thoughts.
Exactly. Thoughts are part of it, but vibration is deeper. Think about it scientifically, right? Everything's made of atoms.
Little vibrating things.
Yep, everything is vibration. And we perceive reality by matching vibrations. Like our ears only hear certain sound frequencies,
But other frequencies still exist.
Right. And King says our emotions are the best way to figure out our own vibrational frequency. They reveal the true nature of our energy.
So good feelings equal high vibration.
Essentially, yes. Good feelings attract good things because you're vibrating at that positive frequency. He mentions Dr. Hans Jenny's cymatics work, too.
Oh, where sound makes patterns in sand.
Yeah. It shows visually how different frequencies create different patterns. Vibration literally manifests. So the goal is to feel better, to vibrate higher.
It's like tuning yourself.
Exactly. Tuning your personal frequency to attract what you want. It's more embodied than just thinking positive thoughts.
Okay, so if the law of vibration is the key, how do we actually raise our vibration? What practical things does King suggest?
He lists quite a few habits. Some give you a quick temporary boost,
Like what?
like physical touch, hugging someone, having a good laugh, listening to music you love, doing something kind, getting enough sleep, moving your body. Simple stuff.
Quick fixes, kind of?
Yeah, they work in the moment. But he really emphasizes the habits that create deeper, more lasting shifts in your vibration.
Okay, let's get into those deeper ones.
All right, first up, changing your body language. There was actually a study back in 2003.
Yeah.
Simone Schnall and David Laird found that even if you fake a smile, just physically make the shape of a smile. It can trick your brain into releasing endorphins, feel-good chemicals. So you actually start to feel happier.
So your body can lead your mind. Interesting.
Totally. Then there's taking time out. Super important.
Just stepping away from stress.
Yeah, unwinding, getting some distance. He uses this term, peopled out.
I know that feeling.
Right. Or engentado in Mexican Spanish.
Yeah.
That need for alone time to recharge, even if you love the people you're with.
It's okay to need that space.
Absolutely. And nature helps massively. Another study from '91 showed nature boosts positive emotions and well-being.
Plus sunshine for vitamin D and serotonin, right? Mood boosters.
Exactly. King says sometimes you have to unplug yourself from the world for a moment so you can reset yourself.
Good advice. What else?
Finding inspiration. This keeps you driven, optimistic.
Where do you find that?
Books, podcasts, novels like The Alchemist, movies like The Pursuit of Happiness, anything that lifts you up. King himself binged on personal development stuff when he felt low.
Right. Soaking up positive input. Makes sense. You also mentioned diet earlier.
Yeah, King talks about diet and vibration. He references research by Andre Simonton from way back in 1949 about the electromagnetic waves or angstroms in food.
Okay, that sounds a bit out there.
It is less conventional, but the basic idea aligns with general nutrition wisdom. Fresh, whole foods have higher vitality or vibration.
So like fruits, raw veggies, whole grains.
Yep, those are high. Lower vibration comes from things like boiled veg, milk, eggs. Very low from cooked meats, coffee, chocolate.
And things like margarine, spirits, refined sugar.
Practically no vibration, according to that research. The takeaway is really about fueling yourself well. Organic produce, fresh water, they support a higher energy state.
Okay. What about mindset habits?
Big one. Expressing gratitude. King says, greatness starts with being grateful.
Because you can't feel bad and thankful at the same time.
Exactly. It shifts your whole vibration, puts things in perspective. And the trick isn't just listing things, it's feeling thankful.
How do you do that?
Imagine life without that thing you're grateful for. Feel the absence, then appreciate its presence. He tells this great story about a manager he really disliked. He was resentful for months.
Yeah.
Then he deliberately shifted to feeling grateful for the job itself, the pay. Soon after, the manager got promoted out and King got a pay rise.
Wow. That's powerful. Focusing on solutions, not problems.
Precisely. Then there's studying your emotions, not ignoring the negative ones.
Don't bottle them up.
Right. That's like keeping poison in your system, he says. Instead, you identify the emotion, challenge the thought behind it, and understand the deeper need.
Can you give an example?
Sure. His client Sarah felt sad, insecure when someone she liked stopped texting.
Okay.
The underlying thought was, no one likes me, I'm ugly. So step 1, identify sadness and security. Step 2, challenge I'm ugly. Step 3, understand the deeper need, maybe for social acceptance. Then you can work on meeting that need healthily.
So understand, don't just suppress.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And finally, being present.
The big one, mindfulness.
Yeah. King talks about how we live through screens, always thinking about the future, wishing time away.
Making life about a future that exists only in our imagination.
And completely miss what's happening in front of us. Spot on.
Yeah.
So he suggests meditation not as emptying the mind, but as focused awareness.
How does he suggest doing it?
Simple steps.
Mm.
Become aware of your body, your breath, sounds, smells, thoughts, just observing them without judgment, gently bringing your focus back to now when it wanders.
Just being aware of this moment.
That's the essence.
Okay, so these are great habits, but what about that common concern? Isn't focusing so much on yourself selfish?
That's a really common question, yeah.
That's King's take.
He argues that sometimes putting yourself first is actually essential. Think about it. Your longest relationship is with yourself.
True.
And you can't pour from an empty cup, right? If you're drained, stressed, unhappy, what do you really have to offer others?
Not much quality energy, I guess.
Exactly. Taking care of your own well-being allows you to show up better for everyone else. It's not selfish, it's necessary.
That makes sense. And this ties into dealing with other people, right? Like toxic people.
Oh yeah, big topic for him. They drain your energy, hold you back.
What are some signs?
Constant criticism, disrespect, manipulation, negativity. He uses a plant analogy.
A plant.
Yeah, put a plant in a toxic environment, it withers. Put it somewhere healthy, it thrives. Same with us.
And he says, hurt people hurt other people.
Right. Their actions often come from their own pain or insecurity. It's not really about you.
So the key is,
Don't react. Don't give them permission to hurt you. As Gandhi said, nobody can hurt me without my permission. Easier said than done, but powerful.
definitely. And what about toxic relationships, romantic friendships?
Those can really mess with your self-worth, leave you feeling empty. King says walking away takes huge courage.
How do you know when to walk away?
He suggests asking yourself, what advice would I give a child in this situation? That often cuts through the confusion.
Good test.
And trust your intuition, that gut feeling. He describes it as a calm, knowing sense. It doesn't argue, it just knows.
Listen to that inner knowing.
Yeah. And this applies to friendships too.
How so?
He advises simplifying your circle. Keep friends who genuinely add value, who support your growth.
Not just superficial connections.
Exactly. Some friends, he points out, want you to do well, but maybe not too well, you know?
Yeah, I've seen that.
And it's okay to outgrow people as you evolve. That's natural.
What about family? That can be tricky.
For sure. Loved ones often mean well, but their perspective might be limited. They might fear things they don't understand, like new career paths.
Like his friend whose parents discouraged his online business.
Right, because they couldn't see how it worked. King's advice there is build trust. Show them you're serious, have a plan, lead by example.
Prove your commitment.
Exactly. If you don't prove that you're serious, you can't expect other people to be serious about it either.
Makes sense. And finally, toxic jobs.
He calls them a murder site for your well-being. Pretty dramatic.
Huh. But it feels like that sometimes.
Right. And it's tough because of money, obligations, but staying somewhere truly harmful just sabotages your whole life in the long run.
It drains your vibration constantly.
Totally. He says, believe it or not, your purpose is not to be in a job you dislike for the rest of your life. Even bad jobs can teach you what you don't want.
Redirecting you.
Yeah, King found wisdom in his own past difficult jobs.
Okay, so we've managed our vibration, dealt with toxic influences.
Yeah.
Now, how do we actually manifest goals? The action part.
Right, because vibration isn't enough on its own. Action is crucial.
King has that great line. It's not about where you're at, it's about what you're doing about where you're at.
Love that. It's about taking steps, even small ones. Baby steps.
But giving those steps your all.
Exactly, but this brings up a big question. Why do people often know what to do, but just don't do it?
Yeah, the knowing-doing gap.
King thinks many people look for the easy way out, the magic pill, instead of putting in the work.
This effort.
Yeah. He uses Sir Richard Branson as an example. Dyslexic, dropped out of school at 16.
Started a magazine.
Then Virgin Atlantic, with zero aviation background. He wasn't ready, he just acted.
Believed and acted.
Right. It wasn't just luck. It was consistent action driven by belief. You don't need it all figured out to start.
That's encouraging. Just start moving.
Put one foot in front of the other.
And that leads right into consistency, doesn't it?
Absolutely vital. King uses a workout analogy. Put in 50% effort.
Get 50% results. Makes sense.
He shares his own story doing a home workout for 2 months. After 1 month, nothing much changed.
Discouraging.
Totally. But he stuck with it. By the end of the 2 months, bam, lost nearly 3 inches from his waist.
Wow, so the results came at the end.
Exactly. Consistency pays off even if you don't see results immediately. Same applies to meditation, affirmations, anything.
That requires patience, which is hard.
It's so hard.
He also talks about the difference between ordinary and extraordinary people.
Yeah, what's the difference according to him?
Extraordinary people get things done even when they don't feel like it.
Ah, commitment over motivation.
Precisely. It's about grit, pushing through when it's boring or hard because you're locked onto that goal.
Okay, so how do we beat procrastination then? Any tips?
He offers several practical ones, like breaking goals down into tiny steps.
Makes it less overwhelming. Plus, you get that little dopamine hit when you finish a small step.
Right. Also, remove distractions, set rewards for yourself, take scheduled breaks.
Make tasks more appealing, maybe listen to music.
Yeah, ask for help if you need it, and tell someone trustworthy what you plan to do.
Accountability.
Exactly. His main message is just start. Have courage and start now. Even if you start small, just go for it.
Love that energy.
He also warns us about our quick fix society.
Impatience kills dreams.
Totally. People give up too soon. He stresses trusting the process, being patient.
You have to grow into your dreams. That's a great line.
It really is. You need to become the person who can handle that success.
And tied to patience is swapping short-term pleasure for long-term gain.
Oh, yeah. The instant gratification trap.
King admits he used to live for the moment, spring break in Cancun, clubbing, then complaining about being broke.
Relatable for many, I think.
Yeah. But he realized giving up what you want most for what you want now can deprive you of life's real treasures.
So find a balance. Enjoy the present, but invest in the future.
Exactly. Mindful presence and conscious future planning.
Okay, let's circle back to pain for a moment. King sees it very differently, doesn't he?
He really does. He says life doesn't battle you because you're weak. It battles you because you're strong.
Wow. Challenges are strengthening opportunities.
Yes, every hard time is a chance to grow, to find your power.
Hmm.
Even if you can't see the reason at the time.
Just because you can't see the point doesn't mean there isn't one.
Right. Trust the process.
And this ties into perception.
Right? Crucially, the past cannot be changed. Only our perception of it can.
Reframing it.
Yeah. Shifting your view helps you trust that everything that happens to us also happens for us. Finding the lesson, the growth, the redirection.
Okay, and what about finding purpose? That big, daunting question.
King makes it accessible. He uses an analogy of a soccer ball.
A soccer ball.
Yeah, it only finds fulfillment when it's being kicked, fulfilling its purpose. Life feels better, he says, when you live with purpose.
But it doesn't have to be like world-changing.
No, not at all. It's about doing something you enjoy, something that adds value with your whole heart. He mentions Daryl Anka's advice.
For sure.
Yeah, follow your excitement. Do the thing that excites you most in this moment without expecting a specific outcome. That leads you to your purpose.
Interesting approach. Just follow the joy.
Kinda, yeah. And speaking of tools, what about money?
Ah, the energy of money.
He sees it as just that energy, neither good nor bad, just abundant.
An amplifier.
Exactly. It amplifies who you already are. It
Yeah.
flows to those who believe they deserve it and can manage it. But it's a tool. It assists you.
It doesn't complete you or give you purpose itself.
Precisely. Wealth itself isn't the goal.
So this all leads to the ultimate goal. True happiness.
The big one.
And it's not that fleeting kind, dependent on getting the job, the partner, the house.
That when I have X, I'll be happy. Trap.
Right. King asks, what if you could feel happy all the time? Isn't this the ultimate goal?
A sustained state of well-being.
And he says that comes from self-mastery, from keeping your vibration high consistently, no matter what's happening outside.
It's an internal state, achieved through conscious effort.
So how do we summarize that journey to sustained happiness?
It's about consciously choosing empowering thoughts, letting go of past hurts, really appreciating the now, stopping the comparison game,
Unconditional love for self and others?
and embracing what is, accepting reality while working toward your goals. It's an ongoing inner journey.
This deep dive really shows that, yeah, creating a better life takes work. It's challenging.
Definitely not always easy. That's why many settle.
But King's framework, especially understanding vibration and active self-love, gives you real tools.
Actionable steps, yeah.
Yeah.
And remembering his point about rejection.
Oh, yeah.
Rejections are just redirections to better things. Don't see failure as final. There's always a lesson, always a redirection.
Finding the value even in setbacks. Trusting that something better might be around the corner.
Exactly. Maintain that faith, that high vibration.
So what's the final takeaway for you listening? King sums it up beautifully. You have everything you need to create an exciting and beautiful life, and it all begins with loving yourself.
It starts within.
Yeah. By building and maintaining a high vibration, you'll achieve your dreams. And even if it takes a long time, And it might.
Often does.
Your high vibration will make you feel good along the way. And isn't that what we really want?
To live a life that feels good day to day.
Exactly. So maybe think about one small thing you can do today. One tiny step from everything we've talked about.
To raise your vibration, practice self-love, or just be a little more present.
Whatever resonates. Just one small thing.